Manufacturing in Nebraska is slated to become the state's highest growth industry in the next couple of years. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Western Nebraska Community College and the City of Scottsbluff Economic Development Department joined forces once again to host the annual Western Nebraska Manufacturing Day. During yesterday's event, manufacturers from across the area heard updates on legislative issues, regulatory actions, and economic policies that affect their businesses. One of the speakers was Gering native Brian Sloan, who now serves as the president of the Nebraska State's Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
1 out of every 10 non-ag jobs in the state is manufacturing jobs. And through the pandemic, manufacturing has led to growth in our economy, and in the next few years, manufacturing is going to be, from an economic development standpoint, a community vitality standpoint, it is going to be our highest growth industry, not only here, but across the country.
Sloan says some of the obstacles facing Nebraska's manufacturing industry include workforce shortages, supply chain disruptions, and additional state and federal regulations. Well, a Nebraska native has hit the halfway mark on his run across the entire Nebraska Panhandle. Micah Meyer was living in Minnesota when the pandemic hit, and their governor said people could only go outside to exercise if they kept their 6-foot distance. Running became his outlet and has been using it to promote his platform, Outside Safe Space,
which is essentially meant to help encourage people to make outdoor and rural spaces more welcoming to LGBTQ plus people. Traditionally, these are places that are outside of those places you'd expect people to be welcoming. So the idea is to try to change the narrative. So I launched this new Outside Safe Space program by running across Minnesota, where I currently live, and then this past February ran across Mississippi, and decided it was time to bring it home, to bring it to my home state and show off one of the most beautiful parts of our state.
Micah started his run through the Panhandle at the Nebraska-South Dakota border on September 21st, stopped in Scottsbluff on Wednesday, and will continue his trek south to the Colorado border in the coming days. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for your next home or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
Renewal by Anderson. The time is now. Winter is coming, beautiful but brutal. You don't have to live through another winter with drafty windows and high heating bills. At Renewal by Anderson, we have great financing options with approved credit right now. Our certified full-time installers are the best in the industry, not subcontractors. We're a 5-star energy partner. Renewal by Anderson windows can significantly cut your heating bills. Put that blanket away this winter. Let's talk about your windows today. Renewal by Anderson. Winter is coming. The time is now.
Welcome back. The Nebraska Army National Guard is holding a send-off ceremony honoring the soldiers and families of the 1057th Military Police Company this week. 65 soldiers assigned to the 1057th Military Police Company, which is based in Chadron with detachments in both Scottsbluff and Kearney, are soon departing to Fort Bliss, Texas for several weeks of final pre-deployment training. The group then will deploy to the U.S. Central Command Area of Responsibility, which covers much of the Middle East for 9 months. Elected officials and senior leadership of the Nebraska National Guard will be in attendance and offering remarks during the ceremonies on Friday, October 15th at 10 a.m. at the Weborg 21 Center in Gering. Well, Nebraska's corrections director says the state's prison workforce shortage has become so severe that 2 facilities have cut back on the hours when they're fully operational, and a third will do the same starting next week. Nebraska Department of Correctional Service Director Scott Frakes says the prisons now have more than 625 job openings thanks to an increase in staff turnover, which has forced remaining workers to pick up the slack. He says the Lincoln Correctional Center and the Diagnostic and Evaluation Center have already switched to a 4-day, 12-hour schedule for most prison activities, including family visits and recreation time. And the Nebraska Legislature's Revenue Committee has been looking at ways of reforming the state's tax structure. Various organizations testified before the committee a couple weeks ago with a full range of ideas, with many of the proposals calling for a broadening of the sales tax base. Open Sky Policy Institute Representative Craig Beck says his organization also proposed applying the state sales tax to a wider array of goods and services. He says Open Sky would support using extra revenue from the sales tax base expansion to make sure the current property tax credit system, which will approach nearly $1 billion over the next fiscal year, is sustainable. Well, coming up after the break, Bill with your weather and Chris with your sports. KNB.TV News will be back right after this.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Inglehop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Going to be dealing with skies that are going to be partly cloudy through the evening hours and clearing out as we get towards morning, with lows falling down into the 20s again overnight. Another chilly night coming our way. It'll be kind of cool again tomorrow before warmer weather settles in this weekend. No big storm systems on the way, although we will notice a little activity here tomorrow across the region. Highs and lows missing there. We did have 48, I believe, for our high yesterday, missing some of that precip data as well. 50 right now as we look in the backyard, and we're in the low 50s across most of the Cornhusker State. Upper 40s and low 50s here across western Nebraska, southeastern Wyoming, exception up in Lusk where it's 37. Winds at about 5 to 15, occasionally gusting up to 20, 25 miles an hour in a few locations. And that's dropping wind chills down into the 40s for the most part, so a cool night across the area. Going to be chilly when you get on the bus tomorrow. We're going to see highs or temperatures in the upper 20s rather when you go to school. On the way home, in the low 50s, so out there tomorrow, but another chilly day, and it is going to be a bit breezy at times. Any light shower activity going to be well to our south, I think, tonight, and to our clearing skies late. Lows are going to fall down into the 20s here across the Panhandle in southeastern Wyoming. 25 in Alliance, 22 in Lusk. Now tomorrow, we're going to be dealing with sunny skies throughout pretty much the entire day. And it's going to be breezy, though, at times with those winds out of the west-northwest. So even though temperatures are not going to be quite as cold as they were today, they're going to feel even cooler, thanks in large part to those breezes. Again, somewhere in the low 50s for most of us, some upper 40s in eastern Wyoming, 39 there in the snow-covered areas around Lusk. Nothing coming really in the precip department. A few light showers down along the Nebraska-Colorado border, and any snowfall activity is going to be limited at best. 26 overnight, so chilly sky or conditions with winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. We'll turn breezy out of the west-northwest tomorrow, 15 to 25 mile an hour winds. Sunny skies, but breezy, and again, temperatures in the mid-50s. We'll warm into the low 60s by Saturday. Sunday, Monday, how about the low 70s? Then another system comes through Tuesday, bringing us breezy conditions with a chance of some showers around. And Wednesday and Thursday, we warm back up into the low to mid-60s. So all in all, a pretty decent 7-day forecast.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people, all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions, we make technology work for you.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
There is so much going on as we check in here at the Sports Desk for today. Try and get you posted on everything happening with today's update. Let's start with what you can watch tonight here on KNEB.TV as we've got some rivalry volleyball with Scottsbluff home to take on Gering. We'll get started with pregame at approximately 6:15. First serve tonight is scheduled for 6:30. Of course, in the thick of it for the postseason for some other fall sports seasons, the Scottsbluff softball team at the state tournament. They were eliminated today with a loss to Elkhorn in the consolation bracket, the final 20-3. The Cats finished their fine season. Excellent year for Dan Fox and the Lady Bearcats. That final record at 28-9. Also today, the start of the boys state tennis tournament. The two-day event at the Woods Tennis Center in Lincoln. Great facility. They'll play indoors and outdoors. And you've got cross-country district meets taking place today in Ogallala and in Bridgeport. Tomorrow night, of course, we'll have a couple of high school football games for you. TV coverage, some live streams up for both with Scottsbluff and Gering home football contest. For Scottsbluff, it's old rival McCook coming to town. Cats in the midst of a 4-game win streak, and if they can win these final 2 regular season games, should be in great shape for a first-round home game in the playoffs. You see where you can catch the Scottsbluff game tomorrow night. Same story for Gering. We'll have a TV coverage up for you on KNEB.TV and Allo Channel 190. Gering coming off a pretty good loss last week if you have one of those. That was at McCook. They led the game 3-0 at halftime. Big game tomorrow as they get Mitchell coming in for homecoming. A chance to get that elusive 3rd win of the season for the Bulldogs. Mitchell off a big win last week against Ogallala. TV coverage, radio with Jeff and Adam on KMOR 93.3. Both pregames start at 6:30. Kickoff both stadiums here in town at 7, and not done quite yet. WNCC volleyball out on the road with a couple of matches coming up, one tomorrow and one on Saturday. Otero and Trinidad State on the road. The Cougars off that home sweep as they blitzed DWSC earlier this week. Chuck will have both matches with radio coverage on KOZY. That'll do it for today. The latest from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
The 5055E from John Deere features the value of choice with a cab or open station, 2-wheel drive or mechanical front-wheel drive, and transmission options, in addition to easy-to-use controls and loader compatibility. All of this is backed with a 5-year powertrain warranty. The only thing easier than owning a 5E is operating one. See your John Deere dealer for details.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance. Developing solutions, delivering success.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts held a news conference on Wednesday to highlight a state reemployment program, SNAP Next Step. SNAP Next Step connects families receiving supplemental nutrition assistance program benefits to reemployment services such as job search coaching and interviewing skills. Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services Children and Family Services Director Stephanie Beasley joined the governor to share the successes of the SNAP Next program.
We continue to expand SNAP Next Step, enrolling more participants and acquiring new partner organizations to provide even more skills training. In fact, we have 2 partners aligned that we hope to have on board by the end of the year. Our SNAP Next Step program has come a long way since the inception in July of 2016. We started with 1 community in Grand Island, and now we serve more than 28 counties.
Ricketts pointed out that the SNAP Next program is helping Nebraskans achieve higher incomes, more financial independence, and less reliance on government assistance. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm off tomorrow to attend a wedding in Rapid City, so we'll see you back here on Monday.